Well, a group often struggling on and off the job is our first responders. The PTSD legislation News 6 helped bring to state law is giving thousands a second chance.
Yeah, one of them, the first Orlando police officer on the scene of the Pulse nightclub massacre. Retired Detective Adam Gruler invited News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld to his home to talk about that law and the therapy he uses to cope with the flashbacks.
Sometimes I won't be happy with it and I kind of have to start over, but I'm okay with that. I've had to start over many times in my life.
He's traded a detective's badge for acrylic paints and a canvas. Therapy that allows him to cope with the shadows of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD.
When did you get the courage to say, I've got to talk to somebody about this?
It really didn't come to light until after my first suicide attempt. And that's when my wife was like, you're going somewhere, you're getting help.
For Adam Gruler, the triggers still come without warning. Gruler was the first police officer to exchange gunfire with the man behind the Pulse massacre that left 49 dead. A veteran OPD detective, awarded the Medal of Valor, acknowledged by the president, yet named in a civil rights lawsuit, eventually dismissed.
The depression grabs and holds you. And my answer was alcohol. The alcohol was to take me out of reality so I could forget what's going on.
He says OPD command allowed him to get help, and in the end, because of the PTSD law, he was able to retire with benefits.
I didn't become a lottery winner because of that law. What that law did is it gave me the resources and the assistance I needed.
Senate Bill 376, championed by News 6, extends workers' compensation indemnity benefits to first responders with work-related PTSD.
In the state of Florida, thousands of first responders have been impacted by this law.
Maitland attorney Jeff Bickler devotes his practice to first responders across the state every day.
Now, because of this law, they're getting the medical care they need. They're getting lost wage compensation where it's appropriate. So it has been a game changer.
The legislation signed into law in 2018 by Governor Rick Scott and supported by State Fire Marshal Jimmy Petronis is still evolving.
They've done it now, Mike, in 3 consecutive years. They've amended the law in each year.
Bickler has identified 12 potential changes to the law, but acknowledges the unspoken challenge is the stigma attached to PTSD.
There's still some reluctance on the part of first responders to make use of this law, which is, to benefit them.
And your final message to men and women that may be dealing with it right now and haven't come forward?
Find somebody to trust and be willing to open up. It's not easy, but be willing.
Mike Holfeld, Getting Results, News 6.
And there is another option for first responders who need help without waiting to file a claim with the PTSD law. The nonprofit Second Alarm Project connects first responders with psychiatrists, counselors, and peers. They can text for support 24/7. We've posted a link to the nonprofit's website inside the web version of this story. Head to clickorlando.com/mental health.